Oh, good morning. Oh, just trying to get a bit straight here. So good morning, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland, and I've just get myself set up as usual. Takes a wee while. So hopefully someone will come on and say hello, but I'm just going to get myself started here. Says there's one person watching. It could be me, of course. It could be just me watching myself. It's probably the case. A very unusual time for me. I just thought I'd share what I was up to. Oh, good morning, Helen. I'm not completely alone. It's a very odd time that I've come on, but I just doing a bit of craft and then I'm going out, so I didn't know when I'd get back to my desk. Hey, Wendy. Hey, lovelies. Hello, lovelies. I don't know, I can't say that, but I love the way you say that, Wendy, on your videos. Just thought I'd have a go because do you know what it is? Once I go out and start doing stuff, I'll never get back to my craft desk for hours. So wanted to have a wee play, particularly with the embossing folder from this suite. I absolutely adore this suite, and most of you will know that I adore it because of the blue. Because I love blue and I love blue with white, and it really pleases me. Hey Shirley, can you come? And you come. So just thought I would just share it. I would just go live. I could have recorded it because it is a dodgy time. But hey Jan, look, there's more of you in to speak to me already, so that's fantastic. Glad to see you all. So mostly I'm going to be playing with this, and mostly I'm going to be playing with ink. I'm still getting to know the new in colours a bit, so I'm going to pull them down. And I've got some in colour card around me. Oh, you've got me on the big telly, Wendy. That's all a bit scary. Thankfully it's just my hands. And I'm just not long out of the shower, so look, my nails are all nice and clean. Sometimes if I've been crafting, they look really scruffy. So I just thought I'd have it open so that people could see this absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous suite. It comes with the most gorgeous designer series paper, so just letting you have a wee peek at this. I actually like this. Sometimes, I mean, I love this and all the botanical foliage. It's just delicious, but the back end is good as well. Pretty, pretty. Look at this. Oh, look at these stripes. Are they not just the best? But they, look, the splats. This is like a sort of watercolory wash here. And this is beautiful. I remember doing this at school. Well, not this exactly, but putting leaves and, just objects you found, keys and things like that, popping them on photosensitive paper and leaving it on the windowsill for a while. Jan, that's too funny. That's too funny. I know, it's scary when you tell me I'm on the telly. Anyway, so I'm going to, I don't want to talk too much, I want to craft, so yeah. So, been up since early this morning. Take part in an Instagram hop, so if you're on Instagram, perhaps you can follow me on Instagram. You'll find me at JazzleDazzleCraft, and check out the Putler's Instagram hop this morning, or we call it an Insta hop. So that was fun, but I had to be all ready to post it exactly at 9 o'clock because I don't trust the scheduler to do it correctly. So anyway, so that's it. And the beautiful stamp set, have I got that out? Possibly. Yep, beautiful. May use that, but mostly this is just about playing and getting inky. And how silly, I'm going to get inky and then go to the shops. Maybe I have to wash a few dishes after, but never mind. Hey Randy, and you come? Hope you're okay. So that's one of my favourite sweets from this new annual catalogue. It's my favourite and I've not even played with it yet. So that was my purpose this morning, was to play with it, but mostly with this. So the other thing I have pulled out is this gorgeous pack. Lovely layers, and it goes with the Botanical Layers stamp set. But what's handy about this, it has these vellum layers that have gorgeous things printed on them, but the rest of the pack is just already cut pieces of vellum. How cool is that? So I pulled out some vellum, and you get another wee bag for this. I've ripped this, it's a bit. So then I thought I should cut this ready to do a bit of embossing on coloured card as well, just to kind of show you what this does. So let's bring this down a bit. So yeah, nice to see you all. It's looking like it could turn into a nice day here. If anyone's feeling chilly, I could put a higher on. It's already too light there, but I might have cut that wrong. Down, like proportionally wrong. Yeah, I've just, because I cut that to 8.7, I just got my proportions a bit out. So if I'm going to do it as that, as a layer, then let's see what happens. Okay, so I've got my embossing my machine to the side here. So firstly, I'm going to emboss just a piece of, this is the new Starry Sky. I have to put my ink pads close by because I keep forgetting their names. So this is Starry Sky, and I'm just going to pop that in and run it through. But I've put my, I'm not going to lift my emboss machine over here today. I do sometimes, but for this one, it's just that I do have a sore shoulder, and it's probably best to not keep lifting heavy things. So you need the base plate one and this grey plate with the cut and emboss. If you've got a different machine, you'll just have to work out your layers yourself, but you need these two. So I'm going to pop that in there like that and run it through. So that worked extremely well. Isn't that pretty? Just gorgeous. And then the other side, the deboss side, is equally pretty. So then I'm just going to pop through a plain white piece layer, and then I'll do the vellum, and then we'll get inky. Hey Heather, and you come, and you come, and Joanna, and you come. I really thought I was going to be crafting on my own because I'd picked such a kind of silly time. It was just spur of the moment. But sometimes that's the best. Run that through. Oh gosh. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, you're going to do a Facebook Live on a Saturday. Give us a shout when you do, Heather. So that's lovely. You could ink that. That's... I'm going to run that. Maybe not as deep as it could be, and I think it's because I've used the thin white. I'm wondering what would happen if I put two in, because I think there maybe wasn't enough pressure. Oh, Esther, and you come. It's just some playtime before I head out. I need to do some shopping and I need to get some steps. just want to play with this, and no, there's not really enough depth on that. I wouldn't advise that. I'm just going to get a piece of thick basic white. Did I say? In fact, you know what? I've got a piece here I can just chop. I think it needs to be the thick card with a 3D folder to just get the whole depth of the folder. So just pop this in. We will play with all these bits that we've made, because that must be the royal wheat I've made. Yeah, do let us know, Heather, when you do your Facebook Live. And Wendy, will you be going live this evening? I do like a wee Saturday night with Wendy. That's Wiz Creations. She does usually on a Saturday evening a wee live. And you are too, Joanna. Oh, that's fantastic. Sorry, I missed that. So we've got Joanna, Heather, starting Facebook Lives again. Fantastic. Yeah, that will be exciting, Joanna. You're a beautiful crafter. Right, so I've got white done. What was I going to do? Vellum. And then we'll play. This is the clean stuff. The dirty stuff's coming in a minute, folks. Did I just say that? I don't know if this doesn't feel like that had much pressure. Oh gosh, it's beautiful though. Look at that. Oh. Oh, I think I'll have another one through so I can keep one plain and ink one up. Does that make sense? Oh, fussy cutting, Wendy. Cool stuff. Okay, so we've now got, oh, it is delicious. Look at the texture in there. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so that was, as I say, that was the clean stuff. So now, going to play with some inks, because that's what I like doing. So, oh yeah, probably got to do an Asda myself later, Helen, but yeah, that's what Saturdays are often about, when you don't want them to be, but they do end up being. Okay, but safe shopping. Right, so I'm just going to take my pad and I'm just going to just do it. Because I don't know which side I'm going to like the best, I'll just ink up both sides. Can you see this is going to get messy? Hey Vicky! Oh Nessa, I didn't see you coming in. Yeah, I will show you the embossing vellum yet, and I'm probably going to put some ink on it later as well. Does that, I don't know how well. Can you see that okay, Nessa? We'll be playing with it in a minute. Right, so where's the white card gone, Janice? Okay. So I'm just going to lay this paper there. I did move that for some reason. I had a bit of a shake there. You're making me nervous, girls. Right, close it over. Hold it tight. Pop it on there. Pop that on top, hold them tight and pop them through. The minute I saw this folder I knew I had to have it. ready? It's going to be hard to decide, isn't it? So better do another one the same, because I won't know what one I'm going to use. Oh, Heather, you're called Ink with Heather, come on. you need to get inky. Right, I'm going to do another one, but I think I might do some vellum through this as well. I'm just going to stick with the one colour of ink because there's a little bit flaw in my thinking today, because I forgot to bring something like a wet cloth for cleaning up. Does that surprise you, ladies? That I'm not properly planned? No idea what we'll do with all of this. I probably won't get time to do much with it today, but oh gosh. And I love that because I just used the pad, the depth of ink is different at different bits, so it's... Shall we do that in a vellum as well? Where's the vellum? Vellum, vellum. Vellum, vellum. Right, so I might be able to squeeze 2 pieces of vellum in. No, just do one. Just don't get over ambitious, dear Janice. Right, ink. I'm sure you can imagine you can use different colours and you can move on, but you know, if you can't clean up in between, well, it's probably not a great idea. So let's just... I kind of needed to do this as well because some of my new ink pads are, let's just say, they've been extremely generous with the ink when they've been making them, so they've been quite juicy, which is a good thing, good value for money, but sometimes I like it just to be a bit drier for stamping. Okay, look at the fingers already. Are you ready for this? Yeah, all the colours would look amazing, I'm sure. Oh. You have to make sure you don't let that open because you don't want it to move. Now obviously this will take a bit longer to dry because the vellum isn't as absorbent as the card. Oh no, it's beautiful. Oh, so now I just had a wee thought, without inking any further, to pop the paper in and just use up the ink a bit. I should leave some of this around for you to enjoy while I'm... Obviously these are all white and not inked yet, but we'll soon sort that. Mess? Esther, what do you mean mess? It's creative inspiration. Because if I leave all that on my desk when I come back, that'll inspire me to try something else. So it'll give me more ideas. Now this is without adding more ink. Because let's face it, there is plenty ink on there. Oh, I'm just thinking. Oh gee. Esther. Oh. Jazzy inky fingers. Yeah, definitely. Woohoo! Right, so what next? Vellum? I'm just using this lot up. This might be the last run through, but we'll see. Yeah, probably not that fab, but it's picked up some, but we'll sort that one out. Right, I think enough's enough. And do you know, people who are scared of mess and what have you, that folder will just... Oh, watercolour paper, didn't think about that. Just give me a second. If it's handy, if I put it away in the right place, then that will be a big if. It doesn't look like... Oh, fancy that. Fancy that. We're in luck. I have... What I don't have, or should maybe I have. Right, I have an issue here because one of these has got alcohol in and I didn't mark it. So it's like Russian roulette when I... Let me have a wee sniff. No aroma. Okay. Right, so spray the folder, you reckon? I need to make some space. I'm absolutely loving this vellum piece. So I'm getting blue all over here. I thought I had wiped my fingers. Alcohol could work too, but I think water would work better because it'll, well, because it stays wet for longer. Right, so we'll try and take out this without getting in too much of a kerfuffle. I think I shall cut this in half. It's actually, is it because it's bigger than the folder? So let's just... So that is 5 inches, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. So if we go... No, it's not 5 inches. Is it 7 inches? So if we go to 3.5. I get there. I was right. For once. Right, let's... Have I got a protective mat? No, don't be daft. I wonder what I might have. No, I don't seem to have. This is just a pack of for scrapbooking that happens to be under my desk. We'll just spray that and then I can wipe that. Where's the spray? See how the water just reactivates the ink. Let's move a bit. I've used quite a lot of water, but our paper is just more than able for it. So lots to play with. Look, I make the mess so that you don't have to, but really you should. You would enjoy it so much. So relaxing. And you just forget about everything. Now this is going to be even messier, but I'm bringing it over to let you guys. Well, it's interesting. Very interesting. That will be used. That is lovely. I'll need to let that dry. There's still a lot of ink here. I just feel the need to use it. Because this will just get used for some other piece of art. So, artistic technique we have here. Splodge. Never waste ink, just soak it all up. This will be a background for something. Yeah, when the other one dries, it will be great, but this will be useful too. I don't know, and then I think I might just stick it through, and that'll give it some texture as well. Why not? And then that's going to be enough, and I'll try and make something into a card. Out the way for cleaning. Take care, Shirley. It's lovely with the texture. Look at that. So we'll just pop this to get cleaned. A bit more space here. Just make sure that's dry. It wasn't. Right, so the watercolour ones I'll just need to pop up. That's just beautiful. Make myself a space. So, where am I going now? No idea what I'm going to do now. Oh yeah, I was going to ink some of these. So, I could use some of the other colours to play here. Or do we stick with just blue? I don't know. Give myself some other. I think we'll bring in the blue Tahitian. Right, prepare for a completely messy bit of paper here. I am just going to swipe on this. You can do gentle things like maybe just use your brushes. I was going to say right now, I don't know where mine are, but I can see them now. But let's just gently just swipe. Because this is so juicy, it's just maybe giving me a bit more than I had thought, but it's just giving me a slightly different look. than I had in my head. Just leave it like that. Shall we? No, there's a bit there. You know, if something starts to go wrong, just keep going and make it worse. That's all right. That could be used, because I'm not so keen on this bit here, so do you know, it might get used separately. Thinking this time I'm going to bring a brush in. Yeah, and some parakeet, you're right, this time. Let's see if I've got a brush that problem is my brushes need a bit of a clean up. Should be dry though. One of these, the grey one should be alright. We'll see. You'll try. Oh, take care, Randy, as long as it's only your battery. Have a great day. Okay, Heather, you get that dog out. Right, so I'm just going to make sure that this is dry. Yep. And I'm going to pick up some Parakeet Party on here. Again, this one was very juicy, so this will be good for it. Of course, did I remember which one I did with the thicker card and which one with the thinner? I think this is the one with the thick white. So let's just gently, she says gently and then she goes. Gently straight in there. Hey Louise, it's a bit messy here in here for you, Louise. But if you want to tidy up for me, that's fine. But that works. Do you think? Then you could do things like, you could use, they're not make a rainbow these, but I'm thinking maybe could do a bit more blend in. So I'm going to start with this Parakeet Party at the bottom. And then I'm just going to, and then she goes and spoils it all by doing something stupid like. Right, so Parakeet Party. And then Tahitian Tide, and then we'll have the Starry Sky at the end. So I think these cold colours are great. The Orchid Oasis and the Sweet Sorbet obviously are warm colours, but I'm liking, I love cold colours. Just a bit of overlap as well, and you see the colours mixing there. And I'll see if I can do a brush that would do with. And this is Starry Sky. Taking quite a lot of the ink off there because I don't want it to be like too in your face. I actually like this colour stamped off. The second generation stamping with this is beautiful. What do you think? Just not make too, I don't want to make it too hefty. And then you can also, you can use the deboss side. I'm not quite sure how that would look. But you can, if you were using this side and just bring up the, just when you do this, it kind of just helps the pattern to be seen. It's okay, I didn't notice I was live myself, Karen. It was a completely impromptu. I really should be shopping right now, but, or at least making the shopping list, but I just want to craft. So yeah, in you come. It's pretty messy though. I would stand back. So again, that's on the deboss side, and yeah, I think we'll maybe tidy up a little and have a wee look at what we've done. Yeah, you don't want to come too close. I might contaminate you. I do have one left, but it's quite good to have an uninked one for reference. Then I just had a wee think that adding the same tone on this one, you could afford to be, whoops, more heavy-handed with this because it is much the same colour. So let's just, and I like, if you're doing with the brush and you do use different pressures, you get different results. You could add other blues, you could easily add, you know, that other wonderful blue, my Night of Navy. Maybe not so easy for you to see through the camera, but in real life this really does add some extra texture here. Need a bit more here. I've saturated that end, but that's okay. Right, I'm going to stop because I am, and then we'll have a wee look at what we have achieved, created, what we created. So thanks everyone for coming in. Please remember to give me a wee thumbs up, and yeah, share my videos if you know anyone else who's appreciates a bit of craftiness. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Please press play. No, please press the bell icon so you get notified when I'm coming back to do something else. So we've got a whole lot of different things here. So we've got the two that we used watercolour paper and we wet the folder before. This is the one that I used up the ink that was in the folder just by splodging it on and then ran it through. This one I just wet all the ink that was in the folder and ran it through, and I think this is going to dry really nicely, and I'm just going to let it dry naturally and slowly. This is vellum, and that so far is actually my favourite, I think. What else have we got done on the vellum? We've got this one that I've not put any ink on, and oh, that one I kind of dipped in, so I think I was probably, this one I did This is vellum too, with the Tahitian tide. I wonder, I'm thinking I maybe just bring out the blue brush and see what's left on it. See what would add to this a little bit. Yeah, I haven't added any more ink, I'm just using what's in the brush now. So I've now got lots to play with, lots and lots to play with. So that's all the vellums. So we've got the watercolours, the vellums, and then the ones that started off as just plain white card. So, and that's just white embossed on both, so it's, you can use the deboss side or the emboss side, your choice. This one's just gently been brushed. That one's got sort of blending colours. This one is just parakeet party, it's rather nice. This is another of the white ones. I kind of like these. These kind of have a sort of, what's that, Wedgwood pottery look about them. Oh, these are just, I did more of these because I don't think I'd ever be able to decide which side I want to use best. Because the deboss side does give you quite a lot of definition, doesn't it? But then on the other hand, the embossed is pretty too. So, it's too hard. Too hard. So that's plain whites, that's with some other colour added in. And this is just on one piece of Starry Sky that I had here. And it's just embossed and then some ink. And I've like been a bit heavy handed at this corner, but it's fine, it's fine. So that's that. I don't know what time I'm at, I've no idea how long I've been on, but I'm thinking surely I could manage to make one card. Do you think that's a possibility, Janice? Yeah. So is this big enough to make a card with, this bit that's here? This is a bit left over from a 12 by 12 because I've not got the A4 pack of this one yet. Oh yeah, I can make it the size of my normal card. Of course I do have, I've got plain white cards and I could layer it. I've got some of these, so let's see. Thinking that would work better is to just cut a layer. Janice, sometimes you're a bit... Sometimes a wee bit slow on thinking. It comes though, it comes. Where's my favourite vellum one? Oh, because the vellums, oh yeah, because this is used in different proportions. Could trim that down, couldn't I? It's just so we have a card at the end, because then that makes a good thumbnail for me. So if I take that then to there, and keep these little bits because you know they'll be used by 14. I need to make myself a space to make a card here. I want to use them all. I will eventually. Yeah, I'm going, because I was trying to decide what side will I use. I'm going to put the ink, the glue even, if I can get a glue that works. Oh, it's going to play. So I'm putting a decent amount, because we've got a rough texture here, putting quite a decent amount, and some in the middle too. And then when I mount it onto this piece of card, that should hold it. If you're new to this channel, all the products that I'm using you can buy from me on my online shop at JazzleDazzle.stampinup.net. That's cool. And then we'll just pop it on a card base. Where do you think my bone folder might be? Why is it not here? Somebody's stolen it. It was here earlier. I'll just use something else. Not going to bore you, I'll look for my bone folder. Do you agree with me? This has a kind of Wedgwoody look about it. So what's everyone else doing with their Saturday? I know for some people it's nearly over. Our friends over the other side of the water. Are you all busy? Or are some of you having a crafty day? Our friends Jez and Jill are doing a live on Facebook today at 2 o'clock. Jez and Jill go crafting at 2 o'clock. So I kind of want to get out, grab the shopping and hopefully be back and catch some of that. And then Wendy Woo Woo's Creations, who's been on here today, I don't know if you're still here, or Wendy. But she goes live usually on a Saturday about 8:30, which is a nice way to pass a Sunday evening. I want to do a bit of stamping with that stamp set, so I've got bits and pieces here. See, that's going to look good, isn't it? So what if I get the stamp set out? Look, I've not even put my stickers on. I've not, do you know? But I just can't help myself. I have to try this stamp out. I mean, I've seen the results. Yeah. 8:30 on Facebook, Woo's Creations, check her out. I've not even got a block ready. What kind of stamper am I? Right, so I'm not going to pop the stickers on just now. You've seen me do that before. I need a sentiment. Which sentiment? I'm going to do very, very simple stamping here. Best wishes and happy thoughts. That's a good one, isn't it? Because that could be for any occasion. And the script is lovely. Since I've started on a blue and white theme, we'll just stick on a blue and white theme. So it's my go-to stamping. Oh, Phoebe! Welcome, welcome, welcome! From the Floridian sunshine. Right, so I'm just going to use this bit for stamping on, and I'm just going to get in there and make a mess, because that's what I'm good at. What Did I give you a row for saying mess, didn't I, Esther? But what did I say it is? Crafty inspiration. So this is so juicy. Look at that, halos and everything. This is a wee tutorial on how not to stamp. Busy reading, do you know what I was doing? I was busy reading the comments and tapping this, so I wasn't paying attention. So just gentle tap. I was showing the ladies in my class recently, that's as much pressure as you actually need. That you don't need to dig to get ink, especially not when they're new. So then I'm just going to pop this in the middle. And it's at an artistic angle. And then I'm having another wee think to myself. I'm actually thinking I'm going to just use this wee sprig stamp because I'm actually thinking this is a bit... Oh no, it's alright. Let's just cancel that, Janice. And I battered that in there too, so not the best. Actually, that's delicious. Hey Bev as well, my gosh! We're so international here. It's so fantastic. When I do this, I don't want to cover my words up, but I just want to get as much foliage on as I can. I'll come back to that bit in a minute. Just pop a wee tip in there. That was my wee tip for today. Pop the wee tip in there. Sorry. The sense of humour is a bit dire sometimes. Right, so tell me what's wrong with that. Now look at that. What a mess. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? I think it's a maidenhair fern. Correct me if I'm wrong, but now I could mount that up onto there, but I do want a bit of a frame around here, so I am going to do it again, girls. Do you know that? I like to get inky, so do you know, I've got all this colour on this brush. Let's use it. This is my first play, Bev, with it. And I actually meant to not go for the blue, but I can't help myself. It just happened. Then I can just mount this up onto here. So just let me measure up here. So we're at, you remember the numbers for me, 10 centimetres by 7.5 centimetres. Hi Elka! See, sometimes you come on at different times and you see different people, which is great. Great. So 10, so we'll go for 10.9. That way, Janice, surely. Well, that, oh, that's not. So what did I say that was 10? Just 10. 10.4 I want this to be. Oh, Janice. Sometimes I exasperate myself. Well, Vicky was here earlier. and then the other side was 7.5, so I need that at 7.9 because I add on 4mm. Just put this on. So it's not hugely complicated. Once you've made all the mess, you can clean up and then start making cards. Obviously, I'm not going to leave you guys while I wash my hands, but maybe next time I'll remember to bring a cloth in. What do you think? Probably not. Right, so there, that's that one, and then that can go on there with dimensionals. And you know, we've even got Starry Sky beautiful ribbon, and you know, all sorts that we can add, but we're not, because I just think this could be for any gender or any interest really. So let's just not make it too fussy and find some dimensionals. It was good earlier on and puts, look, there's a wee bit needing used up. These bits need, so as they start to get used and then they start sticking to each other, they like to stick together. I might as well use up the bit that's left here. Create some space. That'll be plenty. So I'm just going to probably leave it at this in a moment because my husband's cooking bacon, so I might go and get some food and then we really will. Because I don't like to shop on an empty stomach because that can be dangerous. As in financially dangerous, because then you just buy things you don't really need. So let's just clear that up. So again, we've just had fun experimenting with all these bits. Goodness knows what will happen with these over the next wee while. But we used one of our embossed layers here to make a card. When we've got that one drying, I've no idea where the other watercolour one's gone. They'll be drying somewhere. Alright. Is it here? Yeah, there it is. These ones, they're nearly dry. I actually love this. Yep. So that's us. So what is impressing you most? The vellums. That's one of the vellums that I do adore that. That's not completely dry. Vellum just takes a bit longer to dry as well. Oh, and that's the one I did 2 bits together. I forgot about that. I don't know if I did that intentionally or not. I don't think I did actually. So hey, bonus, a Brucey bonus. Yeah, so thanks so much everyone. I am going to go and get some food, so please give me thumbs up if you've enjoyed yourself. Stick together. I'm not a singer. I'm just awful. So I know the song. Yeah. Thank you for coming and joining me, keeping me company. And we'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye. Where's the door? I can't find it. Always like this. Bye everyone. Give you a wave. I'm going to do something with this. Look at this. It's like a koozlik, but I'm away to get the straighteners on and sort it out. I know, I never know where the door is to get out here. I think my clamp covers up, so it makes it hard. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Or if you're into Sunday, enjoy that too. Bye.